Just shoot it and hope it doesn't go in, but just no tendencies.
You held her around to look at it and see if it was going.
I did, yeah.
You held her without a point in the fourth quarter. How'd you do that?
Yeah, I mean, we switched up our defense and we had some incredible people off the bench that went in and face guarded her. And I think that our team adjusted really well off the ball to try and contain the other 4 players. So I think that's how we did it.
Jazz, it just felt like every time they hit a shot, you guys were just hitting a shot. How much did your confidence grow through the game?
Yeah, that was the aim to the game. We knew that I were going to hit some big shots, but we had to respond. And I think every time we did, and that's a big reason why we won this game.
Lex, you've talked about rebounding being an effort. What do you think about how you guys did in the paint tonight?
I thought we did a fabulous job. I don't think they had a lot of second chance opportunities. We talked about at halftime. The hustle plays are going their way a little bit. We wanted to change that, and I thought changing our defenses, we rebounded well out of it. So.
Jazz, y'all hadn't led all game until that 3 you made with 30 seconds to go. Did you see it? Did you feel it? Like, take me through that moment for you.
Yeah, I would say another big key to the game was don't let them go on runs. Try and stop it. And the whole game we knew was like we're still in it, and that's what we kept reminding each other. Like as much as we had 12, biggest lead was maybe 12, 15 points, but we were like we still got it, and everyone was locked in.
I'm sure you guys knew that Clark needed 38 points for the record. Was that a point of emphasis? Hey, it's not happening in your house.
No.
Lex, how unique was this? A good amount of Iowa fans, good amount of Nebraska fans kind of going back and forth. How unique of an experience was this for you?
Yeah, coming out and seeing more yellow at first, kind of scary when you're at home, but Husker fans really showed out, and I know we just kind of took it as a challenge. We just knew that we were the underdogs in this situation, and we gave it our all and came out on top, so.
Hey, how pleasing just generally is it to beat Iowa? I mean, you guys have lost to them quite a few times. How much did that just mean to you to do it?
Me and Jazz have talked about that this was going to be our year. We were 0-7, I think, against them before now, and we've been really close. And we knew that this was going to be the year we were going to beat them, and it's just we had a really special moment out there. We just were like, this was our year that we did it, and to do it at home in front of Husker Nation was awesome.
Alexis, obviously I know there's more to the season, but a win like this, how happy are you with how that helps in terms of NCAA tournament and your resume?
I think it's huge. I think it's huge for our team, for our program, for our confidence on our resume. But I just think we still have more in us. Like this, we're just peaking at the right time. We still have more to prove. There's still a lot of games before postseason, so just focusing on all those games, winning the games you need to win, and finish strong before postseason.
Anything else for the Huskers? Jazz, you probably haven't shot the 3 as well as you'd like. What's it like to hit threes like that tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm getting my confidence back, which is nice. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster, but I think we're heading in the positive direction right now, and I should have confidence from this.
Anything else? Okay. We'll see if Iowa comes back down here.
Okay, we got Nebraska coach Amy Williams. Coach, would like to make an opening statement and then take questions.
Yeah, I'm just, on a day like today, just so proud to be the head coach at Nebraska and proud of this team and the way they showed great response throughout the entire game all the way through the fourth quarter and found a way to win.
Amy, you were pretty emotional after that one. Just take me through your feelings after that one went final.
Yeah, players like Jazz Shelley that we spent a long time, you know, in the recruiting process, getting to know and talking about the vision for our program and being able to talk about at some point, you know, we're going to sell Pinnacle Bank Arena out and we're going to be playing in front of those types of crowds and doing special things with this program and elevating it. And for all of those players that had that type of vision, that type of commitment to this and belief in this, and then for us to be able to watch that come to fruition here today and to get a big win at home and to take the next steps towards becoming the best team that we're capable of becoming and showing people on the national stage that they should also be talking about Nebraska women's basketball.
Coach, can you talk about what you guys did defensively in that fourth quarter to really turn the tide in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we switched our defense up just a little bit and you know, went to kind of a little non-traditional and I don't know, I guess people say junk defense. I don't know, diamond with a player dedicated to Caitlin Clark and trying to slow things down just a little bit. And I thought she did a great job of continuing to move. She's so well conditioned as an athlete. She just moves so well with and without the basketball. And it takes a lot for a player like Kendall Moriarty to try to stay with her for all of that kind of movement and moving around. And you know, I'm proud that we were able to do just enough to be able to come away with the win.
She sends that last shot up. I mean, we've seen her hit game winners and game tiers a ton. At what point did you kind of relax and
Never relaxed. I never relaxed till the final buzzer went off, and we'd be foolish to do so. I thought Jazz Shelley made some really big-time plays down the stretch, just had a huge three to give us the lead, but then multiple times had to go to the free throw line and step up and knock down pressure free throws, just showed the ice in her veins to be able to do enough to be able to secure that. But anytime it's a one-possession game and you have Caitlin Clark on your team, there is really good chance that she's going to get a great look and that they're going to keep storming back. And so just proud of our team for keeping their focus throughout the final buzzer.
When did you sense your team believed in the fourth quarter that they were gonna make the comeback, the full comeback?
Yeah, I mean, I could look in their eyes just in the timeout huddles and the focus and the way they were talking to each other and the response that they were having. And I just thought they did a great job of just staying connected and leaning into each other throughout. And when they know that they can depend on the person that's sitting to their right and sitting to their left, then I think that belief just kind of follows.
Kind of been begging your players for closer to a 40-minute game. How close were you to complete today?
Yeah, I don't know, Brent. I'll probably have to watch the game back to really put a full assessment on that. But I will say that we did a better job of finishing quarters stronger and, you know, not giving up. You know, at their place, we gave up a 9-0 run to start the ball game, gave up a 9-0 run to end the first half. You know, we really talked a lot about that. We practiced the last minute of each quarter every day in our prep practice for this game, and got us to a point where where I thought we did a better job of finishing quarters strong and getting off to better starts and some of those things.
What do you say to the team in the huddle going to that fourth quarter down by 14?
I really don't remember, but I think just kind of locking into what needed to happen on this possession for us to execute, just keeping them focused on one possession at a time, and talking about, you know, the little shift that we were going to make defensively.
You mean now,
Potts had a stretch where I think she made 3 straight field goals in the fourth quarter to start the period for you. How important was that?
Yeah.
Because it kind of kick-started the comeback.
Just a huge stretch for a freshman in a big time moment to come out there and really spark us. I know she scored double figures. I haven't really looked and studied the box just yet, but I know she scored in double figures. Had a great stretch there. Just so proud of Natalie Potts. I thought her and Logan Nisley, both freshmen, playing a lot of minutes in that fourth quarter and stepping up and making big shots, big plays, and contributing to the win.
How much did the crowd factor into the comeback? I know that there were quite a few Iowa fans that were here today, but Nebraska fans, in the way that they kind of rose to the occasion late in the game.
They always do. They always do. I mean, Husker Nation, it's just so special. And to watch them, there were some roars early on a few early shots, and we kind of felt that Iowa presence, but then you just heard it. And I thought Husker Nation was amazing. They rose to the occasion. They helped us get this win.
And Coach, speaking of the crowd, I mean, you had all eyes on you guys. What's it like just to have this exposure for a women's sport, and what's it like to just be a coach in a women's sport in this day and age?
Yeah, I've been asked that a lot this week, and to be honest, every time I just have a hard time putting words to it. It's hard for me to verbalize just the emotion that's kind of struck up in me when I as a player played in some games at Devaney where there were, 400 or 500 people there. And yeah, I was fortunate. My senior night, I think there were 12,000 people there. We played in some front of some really good crowds, but to watch this just continue to rise and the way that our state has just rallied behind women's sports in general, women's basketball here today, our program, our players. Of course, I feel like they're special, they're talented, they're beautiful, they're just, their stories deserve to be told, but for people to be taking notice of that and really acknowledging the level of entertainment that this is, and it's pretty fun, it's pretty exciting, and I think anybody that was in here today didn't feel cheated on that.
Maybe did you guys talk ahead of time about Caitlin being 39 points away from the record, and as the game wore on, did anybody on staff know where she was at in terms of that?
Nope. We didn't talk about it. We were focused on one thing and one thing only, and that was winning the ball game and finding ways to become the best version of ourselves. But we knew this was going to be a great opportunity on a big stage with a lot of eyes watching for us to do something special and for people to start talking about Nebraska women's basketball. And that was what our focus was on, and that's the only thing we talked about. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.